Good morning, everybody. It's cloudy, it's overcast, and it's also a Sunday. That's the most important thing. And I'm off out to work. Finchley Road is quiet. 10 to 8 on a Sunday morning, and I'm running down to Baker Street down in W1. I've got some light bulbs I've got to change. A very typical electrician's job, changing light bulbs. And I've basically just, it's a rental flat. It's a rental flat, and there's just, I think there's about a dozen light bulbs. From what I gather, there's about a dozen light bulbs that have gone. That's 12 for the woman in Tool Station who didn't know. That's 12. So for any of my subscribers out there who want to know, this basically is Baker Street. This is what it looks like. I mean, actually, I'm now on Paddington Street, but this is it, W1. Not a lot to see here, to be honest. It's just lots of high-rise buildings and all that jazz, really. Man, really. This is the job here. This is where I've got to work, in this place, this gaff just here. But man, I've got to find parking. I think I just eyeballed a parking space. Fuck me, that's a bit tight, but I'll give it a go. Watch me fuck this right up. Watch me back into the 100 grand Range Rover. Yeah. Fuck my day right up. Okay. Right, here we are. So, right. Okay. Oh, come on, lock. Okay, so, all right, so our job here is, as far as I'm aware, we've got to go around and check all the lights are working. So this is, so like I said earlier, this is a rental property, and we just got to go around and check all the light bulbs are working, and any that aren't working we have to replace them. So I know there's 2 in the bathroom which don't work, so I've got some new ones to put in, but otherwise that's it. So I'll take this bag off a minute. Fuck it. Right, might as well start in this room. I'd say that's working. Okay. So yeah, I mean, this is a really common thing, you know. These are small jobs, like my sort of weekend video. These are small jobs which, those are all working. These are small little jobs which I seem to get a lot of, but I really like them. I think they're fantastic jobs. That's those 4 there. Yeah, I love these jobs. I think they're fantastic, you know. You can earn tidy money on these, especially if you do like 3, 4, 5, however many you can fit in a day. And you can earn such good money on them, you know. Sometimes they're a lot less stressful, you know. This is, I mean, it's nice, clean, as you can see, it's just nice, clean work. It's just me, my tool bag, and, you know, I'm just going around checking lights are working, and you just bill it. You just bill it for every hour that you're here. So you just bill your hourly rate for the amount of hours you've been here. So, I mean, this will probably be, I don't know, 2 hours labour I'll charge for this, 2 hours, somewhere around there. And then your congestion charge and your parking and your materials, just all those bits go on top. But it's very, very stress-free, you know. I like it. I mean, it's nice every so often to sink your teeth into a nice meaty job, you know. It is nice to be able to do that, but to be honest, once a fortnight or something, to spend a day just doing little jobs like this. So those are the two there that aren't working. So the rest of them are. It's just those two that aren't. So I'll let me set the camera up. I'll let me mess around with the camera. I'll get the camera and lights set up, and I'll see you in a bit. What a shit job. God, I'm sweating like a dog in a Chinese restaurant in here. I've actually bought slightly wider lights to cover any damage around the hole. So top tip, if you are changing downlights, you know, if you're an apprentice and you're tasked with changing downlights and stuff, try to find one that's slightly bigger to cover the damage. My Mega packed up on me yesterday. I was doing some outside lighting and I was testing. I got to the end of it and I was testing it, and it wouldn't do a ZS test. Absolutely refused to do it, and this symbol has come up on the display of my Mega. I don't know what it means, but so I'm now using my sort of fallback one. I've got a Metral multifunction meter, so I'm using that at the moment. Right, let's pull this little blight around the ceiling. You won't feel a thing. I'm going to have to maul this fitting to get out of the ceiling. Ah, come on. Don't pop into the ceiling. These are the strongest springs in the whole world. Phenomenal. Come on. Oh, you bastard. Alright, I've broken a bit of the ceiling, but... okay, I will caulk up afterwards. Yeah, somebody left a comment on my channel saying that do you find it frustrating doing jobs which the homeowner could do, so like changing light bulbs and stuff? I think it was on my one of my latest videos. It was a little weekend job I did, just changing this light bulb for somebody. The honest answer is yes, it used to bother me, but I've kind of got to a point now where it doesn't really bother me anymore, because the customers, you know, the customers rung you, they're ringing you because they want you to do it. And if they're ringing you, it means they're willing to pay you to do it. So the way I look at it is, you know, their money is as good as anybody else's, and if they want me to sit there for 2 hours and twiddle my thumbs, I'll sit there and twiddle my thumbs. They're the one paying the bill. So if they're happy to contract me just to change a light bulb, well, I mean, you saw it in that video. I literally just got a step ladder out, took the cover off, changed the bulb, put the cover back on the security light. That was it. But you know, if they're happy to pay it, then why not? I guess, you know, everybody looks at jobs differently. You know, a simple job like that to them might be too much. They might think, actually, do you know what? It's electrical based. I don't want to get involved with it. I would share the opinion that a lot of you people, you know, a lot of you guys say of, well, the homeowner could do that. Well, I guess the world wouldn't go round if there wasn't a broad mix of people who, you know, some people are willing to do it and some people aren't. And I guess that's what makes the world go round. But that's the way I look at it anyway. Sorted, boss. Sorted. Especially one of the great things about them is you can, I mean, this is through not an estate agent, but it's through a property developer who uses me a lot. So the flat's empty and you've got a key, So you just let yourself in, and you know, you could do this at 1 o'clock in the morning if you wanted to. So one of the great things about these types of jobs is you can fit them in totally around your schedule. You know, you haven't got to give an exact date to book it in, you haven't got to give a time, you just turn up. The tenants are actually moving in tomorrow, so I've left this job right to the last minute, but it's, you know, it gives you a lot of flexibility about when you can book the work in and stuff. And like pricing for little jobs like this, you know, so I mean, I've just come here, I've replaced about a dozen bulbs here and put 2 new fittings in. So it's taken me about, I don't know, I'd say hour and a half to go around and do all these just little odds and ends. So I'll bill 2 hours labour for it, then my parking, congestion charge and all that sort of stuff. And you make a little bit on your materials. So, all right, that's me done. Let's skedaddle. Yeah, that's locked. All right, let's get out of here. So yeah, there you go. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I do appreciate it. If you want to subscribe to my channel, you want to be clicking up here in this corner, I'll do that. And if you want to watch another video, you want to be clicking down there. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next week.